Alright, well, hello there and welcome back to our Let's Play of Grand Ages Medieval once again. So, last time we managed to get the basics of our economy set up, and now we're kind of moving into some military adventures, clearing up some bandits and all. So, yeah, that said and all, let us move forwards inside the game here. Oh, and would you look at that, the building squad over here is what needs building materials to kind of finish up the roads over here. So, yeah, it is, yeah, things are kind of going as time goes on here, and it looks like our towns are getting slightly larger from, of course, all of the people moving in, and just in general moving into this area, so it's quite nice. And oh, would you look at that, we have the salt pits over here doing their thing, and I'm guessing this is the fishery too. And I know with rivers you can kind of see some boats floating around doing fishing and stuff like that, but it doesn't look like we've seen anything so far, but that's fine. Anyhow, right, back into the game. Our barracks is finished, and we can start building some troops, especially, say, some axemen to deal with bandits and to explore some of the sites on the map. So, let us, yeah, build our first combat unit like that. Right, and so far what I've found is that typically what you really require is just workers to actually house and staff a lot of the buildings that you build, which unfortunately it it takes some time for that to work through. So, you know what? We'll let that run through. I was gonna check up on kind of building the economy up a little bit more, but I think we've already seen enough of that. Right, so we have a band of axemen. Military works, they seem to be slightly bugged, just kind of an FYI inside the preview build. It probably won't affect you guys too much, in the sense that if you get them to fight anything, after they've taken some damage, it doesn't look like I can heal them up very easily, where at least it's been shoddy at best for what I've seen in terms of trying to, get them to regain some hit points and all that. But anyhow, we'll send them to this cart here, and yeah, that should start a fight with these bandits, and hopefully this doesn't end in any time soon. And now the trees do block the way, but what we would see ordinarily is yeah, these two sides brawling it out. And of course, this is especially pretty, kind of the larger the game you're playing in goes. Right. So we will, yeah, we'll sell all the mineral, or all the stuff that we find over here, and we'll go back on the track really. In the meantime, I think it'll be, yeah, time to explore some of the stuff that we can find along the terrain here. So yeah, we'll clear out some bandits. From the looks of it, now we found a real bandit swarm. And yeah, it's a shame that we can't lower the camera angle down a bit more, but what'll happen is that our people will brawl it out, depending on, say, like their veterancy, their morale, and some other things. They'll have different combat values, really. And yeah, they'll also have a defensive terrain modifier as well. And as odd as it is, because of the game's scale in terms of things, these battles do last for what would be, ordinarily weeks of in-game time.
Let's move.
But yeah, they'll be able to brawl it out like that. And the added bonus, of course, is that we gain some resources from doing that. So now let's see whether or not I can actually get them to reinforce themselves easily here. And let's see. Okay, so this time it actually works. So this is pretty good. Right, so we can get our axemen to stock up on some more fighting power. And we'll be able to send them out over here to deal with, from the looks of it, some bears coming from the ruins. And if you do let these bandits get out of control, they will actually harass your trade routes, and they will do some damage like that. So I want to deal with these ruins. Get them to fight the pack of 5 bears over here. And yeah, the bears are actually quite strong. Now, as odd as it is, I mean, we get combat power from just kind of fighting these neutral bands, so that'll just gradually finish. And in the meantime, I'm going to put the game back on ×3 speed. The bears will be occupied, and I think the axemen do rip them apart pretty easily. So overall, things are good there. And right, taking a look at the overall economy in the meantime, we can take a look at what segments of the economy still need work, and kind of what segments are being filled. So from this panel, from the looks of it, what we could use is some honey, some pottery, and some metals and stuff like that, and some furs are the things that, you know, currently you see. This is for all towns, and I think this is for all towns that you know of, by the way, not just all towns that you have, by the way. So with that said, it looks like a lot of the goods that we're producing right now, with the exception of building materials, because we do want a lot of those, we could sustain some more production of salt and stuff like that. In terms of meat production, we need metal or metal goods to build that building. So in that case, I'm going to build a bit of an ambitious approach, but I'm going to get 2 settlers out, and we'll get them to build some buildings so that we can get some more resourcing, or some more needed resources to kind of complete our economic chain here. That is a long fight. Right, so there we go. We need honey and pottery in one town.
On the way. We're setting off. Not bad. On the way. Sounds good.
Looks like finding these goods are it's actually quite a bit of a tough thing to do. So taking a look at this again, coal would be nice, metal would be nice, pottery, furs, and honey would all be nice. And currently, from what I remember, we do produce wine, so that is currently something that's already met.
On the way.
So in this case, I'm going to try to shift this around slightly so that we can get, yeah, metals, pottery, and coal here would be kind of a remote mining town, if you will, but we'll get to settle down in Perth over here, and, well, grab a new colony like that. So there, we can get them to produce metal wares from coal and metal, which we aptly have around. We could also get them to produce some booze if we really wanted to. Pottery, yeah, we do need to research. I forgot about that. So in that case, I mean, we could spec them into beer and some other stuff for now, but I think we'll just get them to produce those 3 resources, and that'll be, yeah, more or less about it. And this time, I'm under the impression we'll need a lot of coal, and we'll need a lot of that, so we'll build 2 of those. And we'll get something fired up here right away.
Let's go.
So that's one thing. And the other town, you know, I will settle that somewhere along the road, or somewhere along the way here. I'm going to cancel upgrading this road. The main thing is that I want to get Perth connected to the network so far, or, you know, for now.
Reinforcements, at last.
Get some reinforcements for them.
Bad.
And in the meantime, we could found another settlement as well. And again, I want to try to get some honey this time, as I think the resource, honey and furs, is the resources that we don't have under our control just yet. Yeah, so it looks like a nice type of a coastal town over here would be pretty good.
A beautiful land.
Right, so we can settle dairy. And get ourselves a bit of a level up as well. Not bad. Not bad at all. And we can also get some more roads built like that. And right, so that generally sets up our empire. I don't know if you guys saw that small emblem, but it looks like one of our competitors is starting to scout out our lands. So we'll see what we'll have to do there shortly. But yeah, things are starting to change within the world right over here. So let's take a look. Right. Yeah, it's a shame that they didn't make getting the route selection a bit easier to set up, but we'll get another one, or we'll get our merchants to work all through these areas. And I suppose we'll buy another merchant as well. And there again. So as gradually as that kind of builds up, we'll start to fill up a few more of these trade good requirements, which should allow us to kind of expand once again into some more resources. And then soon enough, perhaps into, building some much needed, military units for other things. Oh, that's right. I probably should have, grab that new merchant and assign some carts to him. But on second thoughts, I probably don't have any carts available at all. So in that case, let's build some more merchant carts for better shipping and get those out as well. Right, so yeah, that'll help us out here inside the grand scheme of things, which is again quite nice. Right, there we go. Now we have the 3 carts available. He already has his route set.
Is ready.
And I forgot to set them up. Or activate the route again. So there we go. Right, so that is not too bad. I'm going to get Henry Smith here to stop at Derry for a while. And again, I'm under the impression that we'll need to get him to wait a while. Our trade network's actually becoming quite complex now. My reason being is that he needs to get some distance from John White, or John White over here, because then the trade network, of course, would be a little redundant, a little too redundant otherwise. But there, got 2 new towns. Bristol is starting to become quite big at 100 or 1,100 people. Other cities as well. So that is all well and good. We can start expanding now. But taking a look at this again, from the looks of it, we already have ample amounts of grain, fruits, fish, and the such like that. And not a lot of these places use those resources all too much. So currently, expanding into coal metals and stuff like that would be slightly better. Wouldn't mind building a few more, some more areas for that. 2 more of those are there. How are we doing for wool? Wool is not terribly in demand, but it's not bad, so I think we can build a few more there. Over here, honestly, I'm pretty sure mining will be good, honestly, universally throughout. So I'll build a few more here. And that should give us some nice fodder to throw our large kind of stocks of lumber and bricks towards. And in the meantime, I think gradually as more people kind of come into existence, really, we'll start to use up some more of the food. And now fur, from the looks of it, is one good that we could really use upon. The metals are starting to come into fruition now. And tools, above all, tools production needs to increase. But yeah, that'll take some time is the main thing. So there you go. That is our little logistics system at a glance. And these traders are producing massive, massive amounts of profits, shipping things from one place to another. So in the meantime, I think it is, well, it might be time to start exploring
Let's get on with it.
Europe over here. And we'll take a look at what they have set up over here. So we managed to visit Normandy, France. And
Almost there.
managed to find our first AI competitor.
I would like to present you with an offer. We're practically there.
And we're also starting to, well, uncover
Let's get on with it.
some more neutral towns for trading.
It's nearby.
Doesn't look like I can go any further away.
Let's get on with it.
But yeah, we're starting to see the borders of another
We're practically there.
competitor for us. So that is quite interesting, and I think we'll just post a scout right outside of the ferry from, you know, I forgot the shortest place from kind of, you know, Britain to mainland Europe. We'll post that there, so then we can get a nice picture of that.
As you command.
And I guess we'll post some military troops as well, not that it really does anything. But for now, alright, so we can already produce tools, I think we'll make our mining a little bit more efficient, and we'll do some weaving, so then ideally we'll be able to pluck down a building for some of that soon enough as well. And for now, we'll just kind of monitor how our trade is going over here. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, and as we reach new ranks, we are getting a lot more in terms of, you know, fighting potential and all that. Though, how are we doing in the grand scheme of things? For all towns, as odd as it is, we are, yeah, we're starting to run into lumber problems. We'll build 2 lumber stalls right over here, so that should hopefully help us cancel that out. Looks like wine is now of high demand. We'll build 3 wineries to get some of those things settled down on. And some more demand in honey would warrant another building over here. And again, more expansion over here. No, that's right, we did level up, so let's grab some more tech. Grab the tech and pottery as well. Yeah, that reminds me, we can get some pottery going on. This pottery stuff will cost us coal. Let's build 5 places for that. Let's really upgrade what we have here. And yeah, we can get more shipping and stuff like that going on through the land here.
Get on with it.
Let's move.
And would you look at that? Your troops actually follow each other. I didn't expect that to happen, but that is quite neat. So, let's see. We need a transit agreement to set up roads,
What do you have to offer me?
Right, in that case.
What do you have to offer me?
Let's get, ideally, hopefully some shipping down into, yeah, Cannes and area. So, I want to see whether or not we can get something set up like that. But alas, we run out of cash. Let's see, what is this all about? They want us to pay them, you know what, for convenience, we'll accept that.
It's good that you have come. There is work to be
Oh,
done.
would you look at that? They actually have, quests. So let's see, they My relations to Baroness something 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 are much better than yours. For personal interest, I would like you to consider upgrading your alliance. Huh.
Now, don't be absurd.
Well, looks like over time they'll propose us things, so that's also quite neat. I guess for now, we'll just stockpile whatever we have, really.
I would like to present you with an offer. Excellent decision.
See what offers they present to us, and
Offer.
we'll just kind of go from there. And now I would really like to make
The
a...
scenic route.
Yeah, I would really like to make a connection like that.
Let's get to work.
And we'll get our guys to upgrade the roads into mainland Europe, because hopefully in a bit I'll be able to expand our trading efforts all the way throughout this area as well, which would be quite nice. So right, let's see, what are we doing for supplies now? Still running a bit low on lumber, but that should sort itself out. We're producing just slightly less than what we're using in terms of bricks, so that is pretty good. That is actually exactly kind of where I wanted to be. Looks like we need, or we have just enough coal, or coal and metal, so not bad at all. Have a lot more wool than we use, so we probably want to get some cloth production going on. Pottery is good, and currently honey is still needs work. And right, let's take a look at,
We were plundered.
yeah, where does plundering happen? So looks like we have a bandit problem inside the north as well. Right, we'll deal with that in a while. For now, I want to I want to get people to produce some more honey over here. And ideally we'll be able to set up, a cloth producing stall over here as well. And I think that pretty much settles all the economic stuff that we have to deal with for now. And then later, of course, it would be nice to, I don't know, maybe grab something to produce. From the looks of bread and beer, maybe. I think we could do with 4 more stalls for some more goods like that. And later on, of course, I want to, or actually right now I'm stockpiling a lot of resources, so once I get trade routes established down south here, we might have a
What do you have to offer me?
place to kind of ship off all of the stuff that we're making here, of course.
This offer corresponds.
No problem.
Right. In the meantime, let's add a few more people.
That we will. Well then, tell me about your offer. Yes, let it be done.
To our trade network like that.
We're practically there. Good. Oh, you wish to make me an offer. Verily, your offer
And right, so that sets up another little bit of a second market for us to cash into. So that's not too bad. And right, in the meantime, let's take a look at our competitors and let's see whether or not we can perhaps see
Take a moment.
what they're doing over here. It looks like their towns are growing quite large. Speaking of which, we haven't zoomed in a long time, so let's, zoom in here, take a look at what we're doing in terms of production. And our towns are going, we're, getting along nicely, which is quite nice. Right. Now, what can we expand upon? We're already building some more smithies, so that's not too bad. Oh, some more bandits. Deal with them in a bit. Right now, I would really... there we go. We have some longbowmen waiting around out there.
Let's move.
Right, so in lieu of the bandit attacks, let's summon up some more fighters for us, and let's grab some more combat units to send into the fight. Would you look at that? The weather got a nice, thunderstorm kind of moving around the area as well. Yeah. Well, at least they don't rob you every single time you go through those bandits, right? But that kind of sucks in the sense that it'll slow down our efforts in Perth over here in terms of bringing in raw materials. Yeah, but hopefully some trading goods get through
Let's
over
get
there.
to it. Let's move. Aye.
And in the meantime, let's get a fight going on here with our band of 3 longbowmen or axemen.
Aye.
Taking a look at the shortage over here, we're bringing in hopefully the last
Let's
shipment
get
of
to it.
bricks. Then we can switch to lumber. You got the trade caravan just running full steam alongside here.
Let's move.
But there we go. So ideally we'll be able to clean up all of the bandits from here. Towns are still expanding. All lost this area right over here. And just as a broad measure, I think we'll just try to convert all the towns in London over there to be a slightly larger size.
Aye.
And yeah, and that should get things back under the works. Could use some more fish as well. Go to Bristol. And let's just build 3 of those. Some more tools are along the way. And I think metal is also, or metal should be built soon enough. And well, okay. So I think this might be the end of the episode from the looks of things. Our cities right here are expanding quite nicely, but still, nevertheless, they require more materials as time goes on. Yeah, I think in the meantime, I might play a little bit of this on my own time and just getting the factories here set up. But afterwards, well, we'll return and see kind of what happens going forwards from here. So anyhow, once again, if you haven't done so already, be sure to like and subscribe for more, well, Grand Ages Medieval. And, well, we hope to see you guys in episode 3 shortly. So, bye-bye till then.